Peace and prosperity, blessings and abundance. I am Kay. Welcome back to Inner Elevation 9. As always, today's a great day to have a great day. I'm glad you are here to participate. As you can see behind me, the winds are blowing. I'm sure you hear the birds chirping. You may see the trees swaying. What we have is the beginnings of a storm. A coalescing of clouds filled with moisture, growing to the point where they're so overwhelmed that they pour down blessings upon us all. For some of us, we take those blessings as an inconvenience. When they clog up the roads, when the flow is so heavy, when the flow is so great, that it can bring down stone, it can tear up earth, it can move your home, and it can cause a shoreline to fall into the sea. Man, we call that an amazing force of nature. We are taking advantage of this opportunity to participate with nature. You may hear the thunder rumbling in the distance. And hopefully behind me you may even catch the flash of lightning striking up from the earth, reaching up into the sky. We can get into that one a little bit later. What we're here to talk about today is change in the atmosphere. You all are experiencing, just like everyone else on this earth, it's getting hot, man. It's warming up. This thing called global warming isn't quite just a concept. If you live here in America, all over, we have droughts, we have fires. Here in California, not 20 miles away from me, there's a town burning right now. Actually, the smoke from that town is seeding the sky, bringing this water and this moisture to my neighborhood. That's an amazing, amazing constitution. That's an amazing interaction between one force of nature and another. Where one thing is burning and taking, it leads to the giving. Where the fire is raging in one place, it will cause water to fall from the skies in another. What we can learn from this moment, what we can learn from these times, but what we can learn from nature in these instances is the reciprocity of duality. See, in our world, what we humans typically do is we create something, and with it comes a whole lot of trash, and a whole lot of destruction, a whole lot of negligence, and problems on the back end. How do we get rid of this, and how do we recycle this, and how do we turn this into something useful? Whereas Mother has taught us that she, and by extension we, can create in a way that will produce more harmony in the long run. Even to the point where some people may be experiencing the terror and the trauma and the challenges of having the world around them burn down. That same incident is instigating the impregnation of life in another place. It is a wonderful, wonderful cycle. Terrible for us while we experience it in one place, but it can be fantastic, a fantastic source of treasure if we can glean from these experiences the lesson, and we can follow the example. We're great at imitating. It's time that we return to watching and paying attention to what nature's doing. Take it down to the natural level. Get outside with the trees and the earth and the clouds and the moon and the sun and the skies, and start taking notes. We should and can, and today I'm here to encourage you, the great we, the you and I, to begin to take in the lessons. So as we look around, take in the smells, taste the changes, what lessons can we glean? Oh, pardon me, we don't want to lessen anything, right? So what growth can we glean from this situation? How can we use this as fertilizer for the soil that we are? I mean, man was made from the dust of the ground, right? How do we use this as fertilizer so that we may be fruitful and multiply and fill our earth with good things and good fruit? Well, let's take the example One thing we could do is we could strategically burn down things in our life. Yep, I'm talking about you being a pyromaniac. Maybe not that far. But this is an opportunity for you to take matches to dry things, to dead wood in your life, for you to chop down trees that are potential fire hazards in and of themselves, and use that wood, use those old things, those old programs, those ways you're talking that you know aren't doing anything for you, those programs you're watching, those things you're reading, those people you're hanging out with, they're dead wood. It's time to chop them down. It's time to burn it down strategically and with intention. Go into your life and burn down that which does not serve you. Maybe put it in an oven to produce some nutrients in your life. The oven of your mind, the oven of your heart, the oven of your soul. Perhaps you'll chop that wood down and begin to build something out of it. Maybe you make a pit. Maybe you make something that reinforces. But that thing that once was can be deconstructed. Hear me say this a little bit. This is another way we can deconstruct the old to make the new. Now with that, as you guys hear the gentle rustling of the rain as it falls on the leaves behind me, I would like for you to also use the smoke. Use the changing in your atmosphere not to choke yourself out, but to raise that up to the sky like incense in prayer. Bring that up to your higher consciousness so that you can smoke out those pestilence and those thoughts that no longer serve you. And let that cloud coalesce into a space in which it can start to get heavy. Let the clouds of your dreams start to get heavy. Let the clouds of your hopes and your aspirations and those things that you know are the great gifts that you have to offer yourself, your community, and our world. I mean, that might be a podcast. It might be music. It might be how you cook. It might be how you speak. It might just be how you move. You move in a way that is not the light and it's not quite right for the status where you really are. It's time to change your atmosphere. It's time to change your atmosphere. So one, let's follow suit with what nature's doing. And let's raise the heat and burn out the impurities and those things that no longer serve us. It's two, let's take the smoke and the ash and the fodder and use that to build brick and to produce a cloud cover that can gain more weight. Let's use this to seed the clouds of our dreams, your hopes, your aspirations. Build them up till they're nice and heavy, and let those blessings pour down into your soil and bring forth life and fruit that you've only imagined. This is the way we take what is and make it what we want it to be. Friends and fam, I love you so much, and I appreciate your contribution to this world. I appreciate your mind and your heart and your strength. And I'm looking to give you more and more tangible tools, the little things that's laying around, so we can get a little deeper and find the treasure within. Take that treasure out and invest that in the good of us all. I love you. May you have a great day, and may you make a great way for us all. I'm Kay. This is Inner Elevation 9, and as I always say, elevators, let us rise.